intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. It's the Washington Huskies and the Washington State Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Huskies head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Washington's offense will be first on the attack. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. Still on his feet. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Williams. Going long. Makes the grab inside the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Going with the ground game left. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Throwing, Williams. And they can't make the connection on third down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
And I tell you what, this QB, man, he has been the surprise of the season to start so far. Just ascending in play. Got his team in a good spot, playing at a really high level. Palmer, this might be a guy that we say, we might not have been talking about him preseason, but we talking about him now.
Yeah, and we were talking to him this week before the game. He told us he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder coming into this season. He said, you know, not a lot of people were talking about me. Not a lot of people were giving me the attention that I really felt like I deserved. But I'm going to play, and I'm going to get people's attention. He's been doing that. This kid.
Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Huskies. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Got it behind the line. It's Clemens. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, it's Voorhees. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Washington State going back to work on first down. The run inside. It's Voorhees. Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Here's Williams to throw. Out wide right, it's Moss. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the right side. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams looking for a man. Out wide left, it's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to get started. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right side, it's Clemens. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And Those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there. Now, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Washington State has it all working right now, changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Freeman. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Back to pass on second down. Left side is Clemens. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the middle. Wideout trying to get it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cougar! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stop right there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Williams. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams on the play fake. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Williams. Rush right in his face. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Running inside. It's Voorhees. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Down he goes.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Turns it on in midfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the catch. It's Clemens. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Handoff to the single back. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The fake and wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. From the gun. Touchdown, Wazoo! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Throwing, Williams. He's got it down the field.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line in scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Floats it out in space. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the back. He's past the marker. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like...
He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. He'll try to tack on one more.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to establish the run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. He's changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, looking for a man. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. Inside the 25, he'll snap it from the 24, first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's complete to the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
2nd and long here. Here's Williams to throw. He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Huskies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Out wide left, it's Clemens. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Making the adjustment on the play. Snapped on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Play action with Williams. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200.
Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision making.
Quarterback changing the play. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man, it's Freeman. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit trying to tie it up late in the half. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Buffalo taking on the number 12 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Working the ground game. Enough to move the chains. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for running room. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Rush is on. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Freeman. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Woods. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's his 2nd miss of the day. And listen, it's a real thing, man. The wet... The ball gets heavier, like the operation doesn't go as smooth with the conditions, and I'd be shocked if we saw him again today.
Fights off a defender. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Williams fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Caught on the RPO. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams will pass. Throws to the back. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw one first. Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Williams to the air again. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Quick give. It's Voorhees. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down to the air. Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Breaks into the open. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pulls it. Now the pitch. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Straight ahead, it's Voorhees. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll try to do it himself. Got a first down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the deep.
Wide open on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. In the backfield, it's Clemens. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Washington State going quickly. Handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out wide left, it's Clemens. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Williams. Back's got it on the screen. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, and he put the brakes on him.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had in their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Throwing right. Zips it out to his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Tells the run, wants to pass. Look out. On the run, fires downfield. Just barely got rid of it.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Freeman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. Drops back on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Voorhees. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Could not make his way to the corner. Now the Cougars are going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Under pressure. Buried before he could blink. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Wants to throw one 1st. Turns it upfield. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Washington State lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Right on target this time. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Wants to go up top on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Comes down, it's Clemens. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally...
Trying to take it back. Past the 6. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances.